Okay, good afternoon, children. All of you switch on the video. Adul, Alvin, Emmanuel, Achut, Srihari, Aryan, Krishna, switch on the video. So our next revision chapter it is functions. Okay. Within that function, we are learning different types of built-in functions, and also we can learn different types of user-defined functions and different modules you want to import for that particular built-in functions. Okay, these are the main topics included in chapter 3. It is functions. So all of you switch on the video, children. Okay, so Emmanuel, Aryan, so Wednesday, you prepare some MCQ questions based on this chapter. Okay. Read the chapter very well and prepare some MCQ questions. Minimum 10 to 15 questions from this chapter. Okay. Write the question and write the options also.
Which
Okay.
chapter?
Chapter 3, functions. It includes that mathematical functions also. Okay. So let us start with built-in functions. Which statement is used to run this built-in function, that is mathematical built-in function? Which module you want to import to use mathematical functions, built-in mathematical functions? Anyone? Which statement is used to import mathematical function or math module? Adul?
Import math.
Import math is the statement to import math module to your Python program. Okay. So when we are using this built-in mathematical function, first you want to write the statement, it is import math. Okay. Import math is the statement to import math module to your Python library, Python program. Then only we can use all the mathematical built-in functions. Okay, that is, if we are using that SQRT function, SQRT is one of the mathematical function. So if you want to use that SQRT function, first you want to use that import statement, that is import math. Then only you can use that SQRT function. What is the use of SQRT function? Aryan?
To get the square root.
Give one example, Aryan.
SQRT 16.
SQRT 16. You want to just write that SQRT 16? Is any statement is there just before that SQRT? How we can use that SQRT function in your Python program? Achut?
Ma'am, 34.
What, Achut?
I didn't get the question.
How we can write the statement SQRT in your Python program? SQRT is a built-in function to find the square root of a number. Okay, how we can write the statement?
Ma'am, first we have to import. Math.
First you want to write import math. Okay, then I want to print square root of 16. How is the statement?
Ma'am, print in brackets math dot SQRT in brackets the number.
Okay. This from where, Achut?
From the textbook.
Okay. So import math. After that, print math.sqrt of 16. Okay. So before using this sqrt function, sqrt is a built-in mathematical function. So first you want to import math. And when we are using this sqrt, start with math dot, because this sqrt is from this math module. So start with math dot. And here the answer it is 4. Okay. Then what is math dot power? Power of 2 comma 3. Krishna, what is the answer? 4 power 2 comma 3.
8, ma'am.
It is 8, but it is represented like 8.0. Okay. Power return the result in the form of float. Okay. So the result it is 8.0. Power of x comma y, that is 2 comma 3, it is 2 raised to 3, and the answer it is not 8, it is 8.0. Then another one, it is CEIL, seal of x, math dot seal of x, that is I'm giving one value. What is the use of seal function? Manuel, what is seal function? What is the result of this one?
It will be 3.
23. 3. Here the question is math dot seal 3.45 is the question. Okay. Then seal is a function that returns the smallest integer that is greater than this number. Great. Okay, Emmanuel.
It is 4.
Correct, Emmanuel. Very good. It is 4. Okay, that is the seal function will return the smallest number that is greater than this number. The smallest integer that is greater than this 3.45. So the smallest integer that is greater than this 3.45. The first integer it is 5. Then it is 4. Then 5 is there, 6 is there, 7, just like that. Okay. So x is the number. So 3.45 is the number. The number integer greater than 3.45 is starting from 4 to any number. So it will this seal function will display the smallest value from this. So the answer is 4. Is it clear? Achud, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then what is the answer for seal? 5.816. Alvin, which is the correct answer for 5.816? Alvin? Seal 5.816. Math dot seal 5.816. Alvin,
Yes, ma'am.
what's the answer?
Ma'am, I got disconnected. Can you question again?
What is the output of math dot seal? Math dot seal 5.816. Okay, Diya?
6.
It is 6. Okay, that is integer greater than this 5.816. It is 6, 7, 8, just like that. And take the smallest one. So it is 6. Okay. Then next one, it is floor. What is floor? Just opposite of this seal. It is floor.
Yeah, just integer, not greater than.
Yes. Here also we need that math. First you want to import math, then math dot floor. Within that bracket, I'm giving 5.816. Then floor returns the largest integer. That is less than this number. Largest integer less than this number. So, less than this number, the integers are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just like that. Okay. So, less than this number, the integers are 5.816 is the number. So, less than this 5.816, the integers are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, take the largest from that. So, the answer is 5. Okay. Then, math dot floor 78.316. Here, what is the answer, Alvin?
78.
Correct, Alvin. It is 78. Okay. 78 is the answer. That is the number less than the integers less than the 78.316. It is 78, 77, just like that. Take the largest from that. So it is 78. Okay. Then cos is there, cos x is there, sin x is there, tan x is also there. That is, it is for finding the sin value, cos value, and tan value of a particular number. Okay. Then range is another function. Range we already discussed in the first and second chapter. Range of 5. What is range of 5? It is 0 to 4. This 5 is excluded. And we can give two values, that is 0, 5. Starting value it is 0, end value it is 5. That is range function. It is also one of the built-in function. Okay. Then any built-in function is there in your text?
Apps.
Which one, Achyut?
Apps.
No. Give one example, Achyut.
Fab function.
Fab function. Oh, one more is there.
Returns the absolute value of number.
Absolute value. Okay, okay. That ABS. 1 second. ABS.
Yeah, ma'am, FABS.
ABS is also for finding that absolute value. Apps. Okay.
Here
So-
it's given as FABS.
FABS. Okay. It is same as that of ABS. Okay. So ABS or FABS, it is used to find the absolute value. That is, it will just skip that negative symbol. Okay. What is ABS of -5? That is 5. Okay. So ABS function returns the absolute value of a single number. So if I'm giving ABS, that is ABS, it is not under mathematical function. Mathematical function is already over. That fabs, will check that fabs. This ABS is not under mathematical function. It is normal built-in function. So if I write a statement like print this one, print ABS -50, then it will give the absolute value. That is, it just remove this minus symbol and the result it is 50. And another one it is, if I'm giving print ABS of -3.6, here the answer it is 3.6. Okay. So ABS is a function to return the absolute value. And what is the use of type function? Type is also from the first chapter. It is also one built-in function. What is type function? Anyone? What is type function? All of you switch on the video. What's the use of int function? Dia? Int. Int, int.
Integer.
To convert one value to integer. Okay, so int is a built-in function to convert the entered value into integer. So int is one built-in function. Then what is str? Achyut, what is str? str is another built-in function. From that word itself, the meaning is there. str.
That's string.
Int means to convert the entered value into integer. The same way, str is a built-in function to convert the entered value into string. Okay, then what is float? Achyut, what is float?
Floating point numbers.
To
Like
convert
decimals.
the entered value into, to convert that entered value into float. Int to convert the entered value into integer. And the same way, str is used to convert the entered value into string. So float is used to convert the entered value into float. Then input function. Krishna, what is the use of, what is the main point related with the input function? Input is the built-in function.
To input
What, Krishna?
input a value.
Input a value. Which type of value? Which type of value is input?
String.
Yes. Default value accepted by input function, it is string. Okay. So input is a built-in function. It will accept the value in the form of string. Okay. Then next built-in function is eval. Eval. Eval is almost same as that of int. Okay. Then what is the output of this question? Write the question. Eval x is equal to eval 45 plus 10. Print x. All of you write the output in the chat box. X is equal to eval 45 plus 10. Print x. What is the answer? Do it fast. No answers. Oh, one answer. Do it fast, children. Only one answer out of 7. Two. Okay. Srihari, what is the use of this eval function, Srihari? Abdul Emmanuel, correct answer. Very good. Okay. Srihari, what is the meaning of that eval?
I don't know.
Okay. Eval is used to evaluate the value of a string. That is, it will take that value and convert it into integer, just like a normal int function. Okay. So this is in the form of string. So it will convert this string into integer. So the answer, it is 55. Okay, 45 plus 10, it is in the form of string, but when we are using this eval function, it will convert it to integer. So the answer, it is 55. Is it clear, Srihari?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then another function, it is max. What's the use of max function? To find the maximum value among a set of value. Okay. So all these built-in functions have some, from the word itself, we can understand the meaning. What is max? Max is used to find the maximum number. What is int? It is used to convert entered value into integer. str, it is used to convert it into value into string. Float, same way. Okay, so in the case of max and min, max is used to find the maximum value among a set of value. Min is a function used to find the minimum value among a set of value. I'll give one example. Write the question. Print max of -2, -7, -35, -4. Print max of -2, -7, -35, -4. Which is the correct answer, Aryan? Aryan?
Yes, ma'am. -2.
Okay. Which is the correct option?
-2.
-2, correct answer. Okay. So that is, here we are using negative value. The smallest negative value is considered as the biggest value. So here the answer it is -2. Then if it is 18, 95, 95.8, 95.3, 95.9. Here, which is the answer? Krishna?
95.
95.9 is the correct answer. Okay. So, same way, min is there. Min is used to find the minimum value among a set of values. Okay. So, min of, here if I am using min of, then here what is the answer, Achyut?
Sorry, -35.
-35 is the answer. So you just note this one. Here we include negative values. Positive value we can identify using this highest and lowest value, but you just take care of this negative value. -2 is the largest value and -35 is the smallest value. Okay, this one is the largest value or maximum value, and this is the smallest or minimum value. Okay, the case of normal number, we can find it using just like the normal number. Okay, so that is min and max. Then len function, we already discussed that len function based on string, list, dictionary, just like that, tuple, just like that. So len function is used to find the number of items present in that list or in that sequence data type. Okay, that is len function. Then range is also discussed. Then another important thing, it is random module. Okay, random module. I think it is not in that textbook, but it is one of the important topic. It is, I just take that topics from Priti Arora's computer science Python textbook. Okay, so this portion is also there. So here the topic, it is random. So it is just like a normal range function or round function, just like that. Random, what is the meaning of that word random? Random is for generating a set of random numbers. There is no order. We don't know the number which is displayed. We don't know the number. A set of numbers are displayed among a range of value. If I am giving a range 1 to 100, at the first time of execution, it will generate a set of values. Next time, it will generate another set of random numbers. Okay, random numbers means there is no order and it will display without any order. Okay, so here this is random number, random in Python. Whenever there is a situation where we need to generate random numbers, it is commonly used in CAPTCHA. Okay, random numbers in coding of Python. Then Python allows us to generate random numbers by using a module random. This random is a module just like math module. Random is a module just like math module. Okay. So following are the situations where we need to generate random numbers. So when we are using the functions related with this random, different functions are there according to this random. So when we are using this random, first you want to import that random. Just like import math, first you want to write the statement import random. So random is a module. So if you want to generate random numbers, we can use some built-in functions related with this random. So before that, all that random functions are under the module random. So first you want to import this random from this Python library. So first statement for that random function, it is import random. Following are the situations where we need to generate random numbers in Python. It is not an important thing. You just copy. That is to generate the scratch card of online lottery or to generate CAPTCHA code. And also for generating OTP. Okay. First time the OTP is one number. And next time we again generate one OTP, the number is different. That is based on this random. Okay, so when we are doing one project based on this banking or something like that, you can include this topic also. Okay, so if you want to generate one OTP, then you can use these random functions. Okay, so to generate OTP, and in you are very familiar with that fourth topic, that is computer games like Ludo. Okay, so we need to generate random number between 1 to 6. Okay, so for that purpose also we can use this random number. So after this random you generate, when you are free, you generate some games using this random. Okay. Then, so the first statement you want to write for this random function, it is import random. Okay. Then you can use the built-in functions under this random, just like import math. Under this import math, we are using different functions like sqrt, power off, then floor, seal, just like that. Okay, just like that, under this random, we are using different types of built-in functions. Okay, under that math module, we are using different functions. Just like that, under this random module, we are using different types of mathematical functions. Okay. So the first one, it is rand range. One second. First, you write this one, random function. Random function. So the first function under this random module, it is random. This function generates a random floating point number between 0 to 1, including 0 and excluding 1. Okay, so random is a built-in function that generates. So we are starting with that module name itself. So first you want to import. Okay, okay, Chud.
Ma'am, random is in the first chapter in functions.
That is under that functions. But I think in Sumita Arora's textbook, it is not in that functions chapter. It's not included in that functions chapter. Okay. It is not included in that chapter. And first and second chapter also, it is not there. I think so. Okay. So import random. And if you get that Preeti Arora's textbook, it is one of the best reference text for you. Okay.
Are
So,
the sisters?
what Achyut?
Are the sisters?
Not clear.
Sumita Arora and Preeti
Oh.
Arora.
What is the difference?
Yeah.
Just check the size. That is the first difference. And it is very simple. In case of this Preeti Arora textbook, it is very simple. Okay. Two others. Based on NCERT syllabus, they are constructing these two textbooks. One author it is Preeti Arora and second author it is Sumita Arora. That is the difference. And according to this Preeti Arora's textbook, it is very simple compared to Sumita Arora's textbook. Okay. The first statement, it is import random and random. So first statement, it is import random. There is no bracket. It is a module. So first you want to write this statement import random, then use this random function. This random function, this is random function. That is, we are using this bracket. This is one of the built-in function under this random module. Under this random module, we are using built-in function random. The difference between this one and this is here we are using that function bracket. Okay, we are using function bracket. Then this function generates a random floating point number from 0 to 1, including 0 and excluding 1. So we are not including this 1. It is used to generate floating point numbers. To give one example, it is random dot random. Print random dot random. It will print any of the floating number between the 0 to 1. That is, it will print 0.13 or 0. First time when you execute this random function, it will generate one number. Next time it will generate another number. It is not equal to this first output. Okay. So random dot random, this random function will generate a value that is between the 0 to 1. That is, first time it will generate one number. It is not similar to second execution. Okay. The time of second execution, same statement, it will generate another number. Or we can write like this, print this one, or we can assign this value to a variable. It is also possible. And print that A. This is also possible.
Ma'am,
Okay,
so
Achyut?
for joining Python and MySQL, we don't require this in this exam, right?
What, Achyut? For joining this Python
joining-
and SQL, we need that MySQL dot connector.
Okay, ma'am. Like we don't need that for this exam, right? Only for the practicals.
Only for the practical. For this exam, we need that just outline, that is sentence type. No need of coding. Just write the brief outline based on your project. No need of writing the codes. So if you are using this random in your project, under that module category, you write the module name random. Okay. If you are using random built-in function in your project. If you are generating one captcha or generating one OTP in your project, if you are using random function, then under the heading module, you write this random. Okay. And if you are using SQRT or power off or any mathematical function in your project, then use that math module under this module section. Okay. Is it clear, Achyut?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that is random. Then rand int. This function generates a random number between the lower and upper limit. That is including both the limits, just not this point. Here 1 is excluded, but 0 is included. That is 0.0 is valid, but 1 is invalid, or 1.0 is invalid in the case of random. But in the case of randint, it will generate random number between the lower and upper limit. Here we are using 2 parameters, including both the limits. That is, including both the limits, that is, including upper limit and lower limit. Where L is the lower limit and U is the upper limit, the value of A will be in the range L less than or equal to A less than or equal to U. A is the number. I'll give one example, then you can understand the concept. Okay. A is equal to random dot randint within bracket you want to write 6, 9. It will generate a set of values between this 6 and 9. We can't write randint 9, 6. Okay, this is the meaning of this statement. Okay, we can't write 9, 6. Always write 6, 9. Lower limit is always less than or equal to upper limit. Okay, so it will generate a set of values including this 6 and 9. It will generate a set of values between this 6 and 9, including that 6 and 9. Okay. So that is random dot randint L, U. This function generates a random number between the lower and upper limit, including both the limits. Okay. So one more function is there. We can discuss that in the next class.